Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Roleplay Review. Tonight we are reviewing episode 18, A New Threat of Blood Ties. Without further ado, let's see if we can get to the episode in question. There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, so this episode is actually a little bit significant. Not too much happens in it, but we do confirm there's a new threat on the island. And it's actually kind of an interesting deal because we've never heard of these entities before. Let's see where we have it. There, do we have it? After the reorganization of my hard drives, I'm having hell of a time finding stuff sometimes. Like, even though I know where I've organized them, it's like, where the hell did I put that? You know, it's gonna take a while before I remember where everything is. You gotta remember the particular file system that I abandoned a few months ago had been in place since about 2017, and that was just when I got my current computer. Before that, I think the file system had been of a similar layout on the older computer, which now is my mother's computer. And this is completely new. Like, every hard drive I have now is categorized into different categories. So you have C, of course, is the Windows hard drive where I try to keep it light, but I do have all my Steam games there because I feel like it's better to have them there instead of adding like however minuscule delay there is by putting them on external hard drives. So the Steam content is on C, and also the Twitch folder with all the project files and everything, like layouts and overlays. I mean, all of that is also on C. Then we have E. Well, D is of course the DVD-ROM, but the reader. But E is Leisure, which is where I have like pretty much just music, series, movies, things to watch, just stuff that I enjoy. F is Archive. Archive is everything that I've archived of images, videos I've made, and of course images I've taken, stuff that goes to the New Year montage, stuff like that, and also a lot of text, archive of text that I've written, like text files, and also sound files that I use for different projects. But if we're speaking about projects, then the next hard drive is literally labeled projects. That's where I have every project I've been doing for the past 10 plus years. That's where I have like everything from like my RP series, my old jobs, stuff for friends that I've done, stuff for my mother, all the projects that I've done for YouTube, my old blog, buy and sell items, which is like mainly photos of stuff that I've sold online and things like that. And also the end card for my Studio KG. Those files also end up there. So that's like something that I need to try and remember constantly, because sometimes it's like, where did I put that? Okie dokie. Well, let's do this then. Archive video. Roleplay series. There we go. Okay. Episode 18, a new threat. Let's do it. Before we do it, let me refill my water. I'll be right back. It smells like fish from my sink in my kitchen. It's just because I used the kitchen sink to drain a can of tuna. Because it was full of water, so I had to drain it. And I forgot to actually flush the bits and pieces that got out, flush it away. Took care of that now, though. Can you just... Okay, episode 18. All right, then. Okay, here we go. Episode 18. Blue ties. What happened last time? Last time, right, we met up with Rory again. We told him that he might be sleepwalking. We contacted Bastion for the first time. That's right. And we set up a meeting with them. Okay, cool. Not a real specific time or place, but we did set up a potential meeting in the future, to be determined, pretty much. Finally, bed covers.
As I made ready for another day in post-apocalyptia, I went over the current situation in my mind. Reunited once again, the Burleigh brothers were going to turn our attention to gathering tools and equipment for building, among other things, a flagpole.
Okay, like I said yesterday, or not yesterday, but last episode, I realized that the door to the armory was gone. Now, as you can clearly see, I've boarded it up again over here. You can see the door here. So here, I've actually realized that the door, the despawned door was the issue. So now we're planning on trying to find a flagpole and building it as quick as we can. Don't think it's gonna happen this episode, but we're on our way to look for tools that we need to build a flagpole. Among other things, a pickaxe, which you use to pick at rock formations to get the different stones that you need to shape the base of the flagpole with.
All right, we hadn't heard from Dex in a while. We assumed he was taking his sweet time in getting back to the homestead, as he was young and most likely wanted to see the world before heading back home.
Huh. Oh, a note on the door. Hello, Robin. I'm sorry for the tense situation at Duskar. I hope we can meet on better circumstances. Your friend Jackson Matrix Hawthorne or Motormouth Matrix. I love the fact that Matrix actually put Motormouth Matrix there. He really took to that nickname. And I felt honored because I was the one who had given him that name, Motormouth Matrix. So it felt good that he had actually written that. I like that.
Aw, you didn't have to. He didn't have to apologize. Industrial areas. We haven't been to Smallville, right?
Hold on.
We've never really gone there.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I have actually.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, since
Smallville was like a small village on the outskirts of Oceanville. Kind of interesting how they named it Smallville when it's obviously like, you know, already kind of an unfranchised name. You know what I mean? Episode 18, A New Threat.
ooh, flat.
On the front.
That's where they are. The
Yeah.
Eden Republic.
That's the Eden Republic, or Republic of Eden. That's what I talked about before with the flag. It looks like the United States flag. Actually, it looks kind of like the Confederacy flag because it has like the bars instead of the stripes. Kind of interesting. I didn't even think about that before. But yeah, and then in the blue field where the stars usually are, they have like a tree symbol. So, and this is interesting as well, because the Eden Republic apparently has set up in. It kind of became our backyard, or even New Haven's backyard. They were like really pushing up against each other. I didn't. I don't even know if that was like technically allowed. I mean, I suspect it was a little bit rule breaking. I mean, okay, maybe not. If we think about it, New Moon had the fire station before they moved out, so and that was like inside Oceanville, which is controlled by New Haven. So yeah, this flag is the Texas rattlesnake of "Don't Tread on Me." That is actually a real flag, but it's also a flag here that simply symbolizes the traitor living at the Republic of
Oh, I
Eden.
didn't know there were new neighbors on the island.
I had no idea. I thought they were like in the archipelago or something.
I wonder if they're the ones that have been causing hassle. Because if you remember, someone was stealing shit from New Haven also.
I remember that. I don't remember the full story, but here Rory is like suspecting that maybe somebody has been stealing from what was it, from New Haven, but in reality it was actually, I don't know if it was Dex or it was like, I think Dex went inside a house of New Haven. It was open, and then they panicked something, and somebody from New Haven or Bastion saw them or something. And I don't remember. I don't remember the full story, but it was something that I remember him. He talked to me about like a lot, like out of character during this period of time. He was a little bit afraid that he would get not blamed for it, but like he would get attract some heat for it. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but nah, that wasn't part of the story either. I think it was. Rory and Dex had a tendency to like try the boundaries a little bit. Like if they entered a new town that was settled, they would try to open the doors a little bit. Just feel the doors out, see if any doors were like not secured, you know? I would never do that. I would try to like go be a little bit more straight and narrow. But they did that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if it's not locked, then it's pretty much free loot, you know. It's also risky though because it's like somebody else's house, and obviously they could come back and catch you in the act. But yeah, so that's kind of what led up to that the whole thing. Now he's trying to say that Eden Republic might be guilty of that, you know. So it's a little bit like he's trying to like shift the blame a little bit, but yeah, it's no big deal, no real big deal. Just worth noting here when he said that, you know.
Ah.
Ah. Hello, anybody home?
We were seeing this.
Yeah, look at that. That's the flag of the Eden Republic, and that is true. It's not the tree and stripes. It's the tree and bars. So it's not. It's actually not even the American flag. It's the old. It's a variant of the old Confederacy flag. Um, but yeah.
Tree-spangled banner everywhere, but no one was there to greet us. It looked like the settlement was temporarily emptied of people.
I wonder how long they've been here.
I think it's actually Republic of Eden.
That's important.
Yeah, I wondered that too. They must have set this up like when they first arrived, it seems. Like when they announced that they were here. Oh, and there's an official bulletin board here. Eden Citizen Bulletin. It was weird and a little alarming that a completely unknown faction had managed to base themselves right in our backyard without us even knowing about it. I silently wondered if New Haven were aware of these neighbors of theirs.
The Eden Patriots are recruiting. Do you want to serve your republic? Do you want to serve the people? The Patriots may be a good option for you. The Patriots are Eden's primary military branch. That was actually why I stopped here, because I wanted to explain that. They, similarly to how Duskar had their Duskar Sentinels, the Sanctuary had their Sanctuary Rangers, the Eden Patriots were sort of the military arm of the Republic of Eden. So usually people would just call them the Patriots. And the Patriots are. I don't think we ever met them. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Might be in a future episode or something like that. But I don't know if we actually met them at all. Yeah.
If the Republic had settled in the backyard of the Burleigh family, then they were virtually on the front porch of New Haven. Last one. Boyd's Boomsticks is open for business. Typical trader notice. A refrigerator. Oh.
Yeah. At that point, I still did not have a refrigerator, and that was one of my long-term goals. I remember, like, every time, it's actually always the same when I'm role playing in DayZ, even today. I don't do it anymore right now. I mean, I might do it again someday, but I don't do it right now. But whenever I role play in DayZ, I always try to find a refrigerator, so I can always like have a place where I store my meat or like my food, because like the perishable food, because I my OCD thanks me for it. And also the food does last a lot longer in a refrigerator than in a standard uh crate or box or container. You know.
You know what?
Wait,
Oh,
what?
oh my god, I would so like to have this. But I don't want to steal it or anything. Like, I would really like to have a fridge. God damn it. Where do they find this? Communal
Oh,
fridge. Yeah.
I was gonna suggest, like, if all this is for donation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, it might be a little bit ridiculous from to think that I was like, oh my god, I want a refrigerator so bad. But the thing is, up to this point, and here we had actually been playing for quite a while. I think like maybe 3 months or something, and I had not found a refrigerator yet. I was so dead set on getting a refrigerator, but I'd never like gotten one. I hadn't even seen one, so I was convinced that okay, maybe they just don't exist on this server. I was really, really, and when I saw this at the Republic of Eden, I was like, oh, and I want the refrigerator, but this was just for donations. So these fridges were put here with food in them for passing travelers to take the food, but not the refrigerator. The note even says that. Hey, Satsi, welcome back. Welcome back.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Like, I didn't want to steal the refrigerators. First of all, I didn't know if anybody was watching us here. Secondly, I didn't want my character to be that type of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a fridge is like one of my long-term projects. Just so you know, if you want to give that for my birthday, I'd be that'd be neat.
I'll get my own.
I'd get my own.
Very patriotic flag, though.
Very America.
I wonder what they would have said about the Red Militia.
Restarting the Cold War with factions of DayZ. Guess you had to put that goal on ice. Okay. You know what? Here we go. There you go.
This is probably some commander's house.
Yeah. America, you make the greatest trucks in the world. Oh, there's a flag over there as well. Man, they've spread out. They actually have a sizable territory.
I wonder if it's just a few guys that's like, they're doing, real estate like New Haven, or if they're actually that big.
And I wonder, like, next time we meet New Haven, I want to ask them about, like, what they know about the Eden Republic. Let's check the Black Rabbit
Yeah,
Bar.
if they keep expanding like that, they are going to have some kind of a
Conflict, yeah.
territory, yeah.
Duct tape, if you want it. I have enough. Hello, anybody home?
Note, if you will, the Black Rabbit Bar has been boarded up completely. Like, there's not even a door where the door is supposed to be. Like, they've actually completely boarded it off. So I wonder if at this point in time, because if you remember, 4 episodes ago, Millie took us here and she offered us booze, and Red was also here, and we had a little bit of a scuffle. We had that drunken fight, us brothers, in between us brothers. But now it seems like it's completely shut down or like secured or whatever. So it's a little bit strange. I wonder if they had actually decided to close the bar.
Millie, you here? As there was no one home, we continued down to Ben's Crossing and kept searching for tools and other supplies.
Huh. Yeah, a little bit of intermingling between franchises here. That's another time when I didn't even think about the fact that I was recording. I decided for some reason to put it in the episode. But yeah, that's one time when I just caught myself whistling something, and it just happened to be the theme of Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls in general. And I love the fact that Mehdi was actually, he caught on and he started whistling the same tune.
The hours passed, and eventually the sun went down. We regrouped at the homestead to wrap up the day. For once, Rory wanted to hear the voice of the South do his thing.
All right, I'm going to transmit about how the Black Company have returned, like how the Pathfinders have returned, but under the name Black Company instead. Right.
It occurs to
What?
me that if you had several radios turned on and in your inventory, and you held that in your hand, you could possibly broadcast on all frequencies.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Yeah, that's true.
Block out all airwaves with my message. You know.
Okay. Okay. Let's go up here.
People of the South, there seemed to be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. When the stag abandoned our woods for greener pastures, we thought we'd won. We believed the South to be freed. But friends, don't look now. But we have all of us been deceived. Cushville just passed from the master's hands into the claws of the beasts. There's a new threat boiling in the Southlands. A new group has taken up the heritage of the stag, calling themselves the Black Company. These vile offspring of the stag have taken to going one step further than their father. These creatures adorn themselves with antlers and dress in the blackest night. They roam the countryside feeding off of your fear. But instead of just demanding tribute, these vile shades have decided that it is in their power to kick any and all people out of the South.
Can't have
They have
that.
declared the Southlands as theirs exclusively, and anyone they encounter, they mark with an X, saying that if they ever see them again, they will raise their fist and smite them.
Okay, that smite might have been like a little bit going a bit too far. Like I wanted to sound like, I wanted to sound profound, but smite, that's a little bit. What kind of voice are you using? Never heard that voice before in this. No, but I have used it in previous episodes, but you haven't checked the earlier episodes. This is my radio voice. This is the voice I always used when I broadcast the messages of the Voice of the South. The Voice of the South was my radio persona. Nobody really knew who the Voice of the South was, except for my brother and me, and Dex, of course. And I used the Voice of the South to sort of wage a cold war against the Pathfinders and later now the Black Company. Um, it's kind of a propaganda war. Even though we never really shot at them, we never exchanged gunfire with those people. We did do everything in our power to sort of, in a Cold War manner, try to influence the lands. Influence other people, other players, to just we wanted to tell them the truth of what's happening. Of course, I'm laying it on a bit thick with the melodrama and all that, but essentially, what I'm telling them is the truth. So, just wanted to, whenever like the Pathfinders or the Black Company were trying to, when they were trying to bullshit people, saying that they were building a children's hospital, but they were actually extorting people for money. We wanted to set the record straight, so we did this. This might actually be my last transmission as well. I don't remember. Oh, but when I stop, Listen closely. You can actually hear someone in the background, like wondering, like, what? Hello? Like, hello? He's actually listening. Okay, let's keep going.
Brothers and sisters, this cannot be allowed to stand. Know this: the South is yours. You have the right. You have the power. This cult-like threat is a mere inconvenience next to the self-evident connection that ties us all to this beautiful land. Will you stand together? Will you stand with us against the coming night?
The Black
And
Company.
what of the stag? He's getting cozy down in the old Ravenhold Castle. Has the old buck truly turned over a new leaf? Or is he once again shrouding his true intentions with false promises? Sweet people of the South, know this: I will never stop. I will always be here with you. You are not alone. Never alone. End transmission.
Listen closely now. What? And then once again.
Hello?
Hello? I love that. Okay, remember last episode when I said that Michael, we saw the guy named Michael in the conversation on the radio chatter on the Discord. When I spoke to Dobby about Bastion and all that, there was a guy named Michael who interrupted and said that we were welcome to Bastion and all that. This is actually Michael, that Michael.
At night, while on patrol around the homestead grounds, I came across a wayward soul.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Right. What's your name?
Michael, are you one of the Patriot guys? I think I recognize your voice.
There you go. The Patriots. That he's been dealing with the New Eden. No, not New Eden. Eden Republic Patriots.
No, I'm not actually. I'm with the Burley brothers. We live around here.
Oh, good to know.
When you say Patriot brothers, do you mean the Republic of Eden?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
All right.
We live near here.
Can we just
I need to drink.
move over to the well because I'm really thirsty.
Yeah, I gotta go to the well too.
There. All right. So, what's your story?
Had a bit of an accident, woke up on the beach.
All right.
I'm from Bastion.
Oh, you're from Bastion.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting. Do you know a guy called Dobby?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. I met him a while back, and we actually had an exchange over the radio where I was going to be meeting up with him.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure where W is. He might be asleep.
Yeah, no worries. We're probably not going to do it right now. If you could forward a message that the Burley family will be coming by and visiting, but we don't exactly know when right now. We're a little bit preoccupied.
Gotcha.
We need to actually build a flagpole because of reasons.
There you go.
What's your
What are you
plan
guys
now?
looking at then? Probably go home.
All right. So, like, if I assume correctly, because this is what Dobby said, you're based in that castle that is down by Stonington.
Right, there's two castles down there though.
Yeah, the other's like the Stag Republic, right?
Yeah, we're in the one to the west.
Yeah.
Further west.
Actually, I wanted to ask about that. What do you know about those guys?
Oh, the stags.
Yeah.
You know Lucas from
C-
Duskar. Yeah, he's taken over that castle now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's an interesting development. First of all, remember, the Pathfinders split into two groups. One kept the original flag of the Pathfinders and rechristened themselves the Stag Republic. Um, the stream just froze for a while. Okay. Are you seeing me now? Hello? So the one group rechristened themselves the Stag Republic. It was supposed to be a settlement. We didn't know if they were an honest settlement, a good guy settlement, or if they kept to their bandit ways. The other group were completely reorganized into the Black Company. So they were like the worst of the Pathfinders. They were like the ones that were like full on bandits all the time. Now, the Stag Republic consisted of the old Ravenhold castle. And those stags, we didn't really know that much about them, except that they were once Pathfinders. Now, however, Michael is telling us that a guy named Lucas has taken over the Ravenhold castle, where the Stag Republic is supposedly located.
Yeah,
So is it just him?
the leader of the stags gave the castle to him.
There you go. Ezra apparently gave the castle to Lucas. And Lucas was somehow in a strange ceremony which we weren't part of, but when I heard about it, I actually regretted that I wasn't part of it. Lucas was sort of crowned the Prince of the South, but nobody really. He wasn't an authority. People like all the southern factions still, they were autonomous. They still did whatever they wanted to do. He was a prince of the South in name only. Lucas is a very special kind of individual, which you will meet in this episode. Um, you will know him when you meet him because he's very special. Special, special. Lucas is. You'll see. Okay.
Oh,
So I'm not sure,
interesting.
honestly.
I mean, I know that the Stags used to be the Pathfinders, and like
That's right.
they were when they were together with the Black Company, and then they both split up. Um, because do you know anything about the Black Company? Are they still around?
Oh yeah,
They are.
we
Okay,
were at
yeah.
war with them at one stage, but I don't know what happened to them.
Huh. A war? That's the first we've heard of it.
All right.
Yeah, you got to remember the Burley family, we still live in the South, and we haven't heard anything about a war between Bastion and the Black Company. Furthermore, this ties to what I said before about the christening of Lucas as the Prince of the South. He, that was a ceremony which in retrospect, I realized I wanted to take part of. Um, when you don't play on a role play server every day, you lose, you miss so much. That is ties into why I sort of stopped role playing, because eventually it just turns into a full-time job. You have to go online every single day in order to not miss something. Because if you role play, let's say you role play on Monday, and then you can't like log on until Thursday. Well, on Tuesday and Wednesday, big developments might have occurred, and suddenly when you log on Thursday, it's like, oh no, these empires they fell, and now this guy is in charge. Oh, are you looking for that woman? No, she's dead. Like a lot of stuff happens during your offline time. So when you role play, you have to commit. You have to like always log in a little bit, like every day, and try to be like even when you don't want to. it's always encouraged to log on. And eventually that got a little bit too much. It is still fun. It's loads of fun to meet a lot of new people and, you know, keep up the stories and all that. But that's just the thing. Eventually, I kind of want to do other stuff, maybe. So, you know, a lot of people stop role playing for that reason. They have like lives going on, you know, instead of just living in the game.
But their leader was executed in Sanctuary. You might have heard of that.
Oh yeah, the who was it? Rascal? But I
Yeah,
thought
that's it.
Saint was the leader of the Blacks.
He is now,
Oh, so he took
after
over
Rascal was killed.
after. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Jesus, there's a lot of like plot developments that are going on like at the same time.
I
I know,
keep
right?
saying that. I keep saying
It's
that.
difficult to keep up, but all right, all right. Well, I appreciate the information. You talked about the Patriot Brothers. What do you know about them? Because we've
Yeah, the
never met them.
Patriots. They're the military group of Republic of Eden.
Okay, yeah,
They have black and white armbands.
okay.
I
Are
don't really know how they ended up down here because they used to be in Westbrook a long time ago.
okay,
That's interesting because New Haven also used to be in Westbrook, and then they moved to Oceanville. And then, I mean, the Republic of Eden in that case made the same jump from Westbrook to Smallville, which is just right next to Oceanville.
But it seems to be all down here now, or whatever's left of them.
but are they like a settlement or just a faction?
Yeah,
Or...
they're a settlement, and then they have the Patriots to defend them.
Okay, okay, that's interesting. And we were wondering like if they're getting along with New Haven because Starter Island seems to be
Oh,
New
nobody
Haven
does.
territory.
There's like three guys from New Haven, but they talk an awful lot of shit. So
They
I don't
do.
know if they're gonna survive the storm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, remember what Eve and Alex Woods and Cameron said about New Haven in episode 16? There was a lot of, like, we up to that point, we didn't actually consider New Haven to be, like, we consider them good people. And then, you know, Woods started talking shit about them, and Eve mentioned them a little bit, like, about, like, Cameron, sorry, not Eve. Cameron mentioned like how he called them like slimy, and all that, and they didn't defend themselves, and they were like just weird. And up until that point, we actually didn't even consider them. We didn't know that they had like skeletons in their closet, or you know. And now we're like being reconfirmed. Some of it is being reconfirmed here by Michael that they talk an awful lot of shit, apparently. I wonder how much of that is down or was down to Red, because Red seemed to be, from what Alex Wood said, he was like a very drama, like there was a lot of drama from him and all that, and from what we met when we met him, I mean, I don't know. He got very upset when Rory made that joke about the chicken wing and the testicle. Go back to episode 14 if you haven't seen that. But yeah, so that's just a side note.
I gotcha. So New Haven is more bark than bite,
Yeah, absolutely.
but they have like done a good job of fortifying Oceanville.
Yeah, I think that was before like their group split up or something. I'm not sure what's going on there to be honest.
Okay.
But they accused us of breaking into their fire station and taking their flag.
See, now this is what this ties back to what Rory said in the beginning of this episode. They accused Bastion of taking their flag, but I think that happened to be Dex. They mistook Dex for Bastion, which was just blind luck, because if they had actually, I think it was Dex or it was it could have been Rory, but it was one of those. It was one of my guys, at least. And if they had actually been identified properly by New Haven, I think we would have had issues with New Haven. But as it happened, New Haven believed that it was Bastion, not us. So it was a lot of confusion going on there, and we kind of dodged a bullet a little bit there.
We're still like down for the meeting. We're gonna come by and visit you at some point. We just don't really know when right now.
Gotcha.
I wish you good journey back down south.
Thank you. You too.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. I'll see you again.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, before we continue here, I'm going to show you something which, during editing, I actually noticed this. I wonder if I still have it. Hang on. Trailers, episodes. Okay, well, I can switch over to this. Just to pause it a little bit. I wanted to show you. But yeah, I don't know if I saved it. Did I save it? Let me see. Survivalists. There we go. Wait, did I not save it? Oh, sorry. Sorry. What the hell? I do have it on YouTube, though. I can show you on YouTube. When I edited that little piece of, that scene with Michael, after a while, I realized something, or during that, I realized something. And it was the fact that I kept repeating a specific word constantly. Many times. Let me just show you real quick here. There you go, okay. So, take a look at this.
Well, hello.
Okay, hang on. Okay, take a look at this. This is the same scene that we just saw, but edited to only show you the one word that I kept using over and over. And it bugged me. So just look at this real quick.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
It's a little bit worse quality, but it's just because it's YouTube, okay? Bear with it.
Pretty good.
Right. What's your name? Oh, I'm not actually. I'm with the Burley. I've actually back, and we actually had with him, and I actually wanted to faction. I actually haven't now. Actually, I wanted to. I've actually never met. I'm actually go to sleep. Actually.
Yeah, actually. Within a conversation which lasted less than 9 minutes, I dropped this many A-bombs. Actually. I noticed that I overuse the word actually when I speak English. A lot of times in like conversations. I'm even guilty of doing it here on stream. I've noticed it many times. I don't know what it is with that word, but I just keep using it over and over and over. And I try to, let go of it. It's hard. It's really hard because sometimes I do it. I just don't think about it. But, yeah. Just so you know. Okay, back to the story.
So
Oh, shit. I don't know why that happens every single time. Uppspelning. Hastighet. Normal.
So Stag Republic is no more. The Black Company is the only remnant of the Pathfinders. Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, you got that? The Stag Republic is gone. Lucas is now in charge of the southern castle, or the Ravenhold castle. Only the Black Company remains right now. They remain the only remnants of the old Pathfinder gang. Good to know. It was very confusing when we tried to figure
So
all that
still
out.
no word from Dex.
Nope.
Damn. Maybe we should backtrack there one day and just, see if he's still sleeping under that tree or. No, he followed us to Sanctuary, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's where he he went off for his nap. The sanctuary.
It's weird. Maybe he got roped into something. Like maybe he's a part of a cult
Maybe.
now.
That or maybe
The hell? Why did my brain go there?
he slept too long and sanctuary popped him when they found him sleeping under that tree. I don't know.
True. But you know what? I mean, he's very impulsive, and being Jimmy Jack's kid, I wouldn't put it past him. To join up, and he completely forgets about us. I have a proposition for you, dear brother of mine.
Yes. Why do you say it like I'm gonna regret it?
No. It's a good one. If we come up empty-handed here on starter, let's do a casual swim across the Sound and head to Duskar. See if anybody's home there.
All right. Yeah, sure.
All right, off to adventure. Gonna be interesting to see if maybe Matrix is there. There we go.
As the sunset loomed in the distance, we finally arrived at the gates of Duskar.
Hello there.
Hello, anybody home?
Ouch.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
I didn't even notice it.
Hey, how are you, man?
Not too bad. What's going on?
Not much. I was bringing my brother over here. We would see if there's anybody around at Duskar. We're looking for a little bit of like supplies, and also I was going to check if Motormouth Matrix was here.
I don't think anybody's here right now. I just searched the whole place a minute ago before I had to come back over here to do something.
I gotcha.
I am the town trader if you're looking for anything specific.
Oh, that's actually neat.
What are you looking for?
Well, mainly right now we're in the we really actually need to build a flagpole, so we're looking for like sledgehammer, pickaxe, sharpening stones, those kind of things.
Come out this way and we'll go around the inside and give you.
The Duskarite showed us around to the back of the settlement and even said that he was more than happy to donate some supplies to us.
Look
We
at
couldn't
that.
believe our luck, with one previous visit to the town ending in denied entry, and the other with being turned around and sent on my way. Fortune was finally smiling on me. On us.
Oh, okay.
Look at this.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah. Left this.
Hi. I'm blind.
Yeah, right.
The Duskar warehouse was like a treasure trove of supplies, laden with tools, food, crafting material, storage for weapons and ammo. I almost even shed a tear when I could see that someone had taken the liberty of creating a proper sorting system with labels clearly marking where everything was.
Yeah. OCD. Can we say OCD?
It was like stepping into paradise.
Add some organization.
Yeah.
I'll say. I don't think I have a sledgehammer.
Yeah, we could always use like more saws if you have some.
Elusive.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
This is insane.
Yeah.
These advanced workbenches, I never managed to craft them. To this day, I still don't remember. I still don't know how to craft these advanced workbenches. The basic workbench is easy. That was like from Base Building Plus. You basically just I think you just combined planks with nails or planks with a hammer or something, and you got the basic workbench, which you could use to like place um, blueprints on and craft different structures. The advanced workbench, however, these ones, as you can see, they were mainly, if I understood it correctly, they were only for crafting ammunition. But back then, I had never done that before. This was before we even started Cerber. This was like on Cerber or the on the British role playing community. We could craft our own ammo, but this was way before that, and this was the first time I kind of got a whiff of that ability, that world, that aspect of the game, of the mod within the game. And I always looked for this advanced or um the way to craft this advanced workbench, but I never got it. I never understood how to do that. It was sort of like the grail that I never caught or found, you know.
You first.
Hey, Lucy. Yeah, I'm here. Where's it at?
Okay. It's not in here. It's actually around back.
Advanced
Okay, can we
workbench.
get to
Yeah,
that?
you see? Cool.
Yeah, give me some. Hey, can you guys follow us out real quick, and then we'll come back.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah, if you guys can just wait here for a minute. I'm gonna
Sure.
do something real quick.
Actually, he's actually very actually. You hear me saying actually there, but it does work now. Actually, he's very trusting because I was behind the wall. He didn't like look in on me. I was left alone behind that wall with the where the advanced workbenches were. I could have taken stuff there. So either is very trusting, but it could also be a thing that he had locked those. I don't know if he could lock the lockers, the cabinets, the wardrobes, the standing containers. I don't know if you could do that. I don't remember, but it's possible. Roger Dodger. I feel like I want to go look around, you know, like just taking the site. This is pretty spectacular, you know.
No. Yeah, man. No way.
Impressively fortified, you know.
I know. Yeah, this is actually very impressive. They they have managed to this would not look like this after the storm. This was really hardcore, and they fortify it so there's an outer perimeter. There was a reception area within that perimeter. Then there was the town proper. But even in here, in the town proper, you can clearly see that there's a wall that also walls in the buildings, so that even though we as strangers can move around inside the town, we're still barred from actually accessing any of the buildings. So I must say I was really impressed with how old Duskar had handled the settlement here. It was like ring walls within ring walls. I really like that concept, you know. Just look at all this.
Do you guys need any code locks or anything?
Oh yes, we
Fuck, you ain't
actually
gonna say
do.
No. Yeah.
We actually
How many
do.
you need?
No, that's true. We do. Like I have my
How
two
many do you
doors.
need?
Oh, what would be good? Like one, two.
I think only one or two, honestly.
I would like three if I'm gonna do my tavern in my
Three?
house. Yeah.
All together? For both
Yeah.
of you? Or more?
Oh no, 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 just I mean, I could take just three for both of us. Yeah.
No, let's go for 4. If you're saying 3, I'm gonna go for
Really?
4.
Honestly, I'm really pushing my luck here. But also, I think I misunderstood because at first I thought he meant 3 for me, and then he was gonna ask Rory how many he wanted. But then I realized, oh, he's only gonna bring 3, and I needed 3 for what I was going to. I had a idea about doing a tavern. No, sorry, not a tavern. An inn. I was going to be an innkeep. It was a little bit of an idea I had because the homestead, the 2-story building with the homestead, you can actually bar 2 doors there, and you actually have basically a guest, sort of a guest quarters, where people can like go in and have free access to their a temporary lodging, if you will. Right here, I was thinking about doing that, so that's why I wanted like all those nails. But still, I admit that was a little bit pushing it.
I don't. I mean, I just got the one door. Honestly, I was thinking of future expansion projects and shit.
Yeah, just
No worries, man.
don't contradict me,
Still
bro.
have 5. I still have 5 left. So it's no big deal.
All right.
I like helping out.
Awesome. Yeah.
By the way, the storm was continuously approaching, and I think he knew that. Because since the storm equals the server wipe, because of the updates. So everybody after the storm, everybody had to start over. And he knew. I think at this time the storm had been announced, so it wasn't too far off that the storm was gonna hit. So he was like, you know what? These things are gonna disappear anyway. I think that was the way he was thinking. I think he that was on his mind. So he was like, yeah, go for it. Take
Yeah,
this.
this is very kind of you, good sir.
No problem. Spread the word. My name's Elusive, by the way.
Awesome.
What's your name?
Elusive?
Elusive.
Okay.
Elusive
Cool.
is his name.
I
Yeah.
don't suppose your kindness would extend to ammunition.
Oh yeah.
We're really like beggars now. I feel like we're like trying because yeah, okay.
308 from my part.
Yeah, 556 for me.
Not gonna hook you guys up with a few.
Man,
This guy.
yeah, he's hooking us up, man. This is awesome. Oh, yes. Thank you again, good sir.
I guess. Well, if you're done, I can let you out.
Yeah.
Oh, that
We're
box
just in
actually
awe
says
of this
UN.
entire place,
let me
actually.
just lock these doors up. I'll let you out the same way we came in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
After quite literally having shamelessly asked for seconds, right after Elusive had practically just shared a veritable banquet of loot with us already, it was time to take our leave.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Yeah, if you ever see that sign up there on, it means I'm home.
Oh shit! And I didn't even see that.
Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool.
I gotta wonder though, how the hell did they get up there? How did he get up there and put the lettering up there? He must have had either the aid of admins, or somehow he climbed on top of the roof and used ladders on top of the roof. Because when I did the same, and I put New Hades on the sign on BSRP, I had to use a ladder, even just standing on the ground, to get them all the way up there. So, yeah. But I love how he's done it. He's actually put the spotlight underneath, or like slightly underneath and in front, so it's actually lighting up pretty well. I like that.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
That's a good touch.
Well then, it's been a pleasure, Elusive.
Likewise, man.
Thank you very much for your help.
I see you guys around.
Yeah,
Have a
take
good one.
care.
As night had fallen and we could hardly see a thing, instead of heading into the lowlands and risk getting eaten by walkers while looking for a place to sleep, I came up with a different suggestion.
Or, go to sleep.
No. Let's go up to the tower.
Yeah. Up there on that.
Yeah. Facts note 1. How can I apply for residency? Oh my god, they have like a Q&A here. Mayor
Proper
Theodore to start our
procedures.
application process. We recommend hanging around the town and the Salty Cougar so we can get to know.
Yeah, this is pretty much a how-to written. Even though it's specifically for Duskar, this is pretty much a how-to for anyone like new at role playing. So basically, how can I apply for residency? And that's a spelling error. There's no T in residency. But anyway, speak to Mayor Theodore to start our application process. We recommend hanging around the town and the Salty Cougar so we can get to know you. Remember what I said? Salty Cougar were allies with Duskar, and Skylar even started out as a member of Duskar, I think it was. But yeah, so it kind of works like a motorcycle gang a little bit. You're like a hang around. They want to get to know you before they allow you to become a member. Like I said before, Duskar is a little bit more cautious. I don't think there was any kind of waiting period where Sanctuary was concerned. I think anybody could apply for membership in Sanctuary. I mean, Eve ended up in Sanctuary just like that, so I think that's, yeah. How do I become a trader? We offer trader.
No,
Yeah, okay.
how do I become a trader? Maybe Dex has become like a citizen here. We should probably ask around if people have seen him. I think this is like their version of the community center in Portland.
Yeah. Well, I see a tent. Shall we sleep in these sleeping bags?
Yeah, we should absolutely do that.
Hey, Sassy, have you fallen asleep yet? I actually need more water. Hang on. All right. Let's keep going.
I agree. All right. 99,
They're
bro.
still there.
Good night. Sing me a lullaby. Do it.
Oh, really? You want me?
Do it.
Did you hear what he said? Sing me a lullaby. Do it now. Do it now.
Yeah. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. Do it now.
What?
Do it like Dad used to. Go. Do it.
No, Daddy never sang that.
Or was it Thunderstruck? Yeah, I'm getting my titles confused. It was Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Go do it.
Thunder! Oh. Alright. Well. Yeah. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Okay, so we logged off here, and the next time we logged on together, we logged on at the same time. I don't know if it was the day after, like in real life, if it was the day after, or if it was a couple of days after. I don't remember, but when we logged on, we were met by quite the surprise, because immediately as we logged on, I'm going to be saying as we woke up in the story, but as we logged on, we were met by gunfire, and we panicked.
The morning after my little concert in the park, the Burley brothers were in for a rough awakening as gunshots right next to us had us flee the campsite in panic.
Okay, hang on.
Flee.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, I saw that we got a little bit of a disconnect there with the OBS. The green square turned to red, and the upload rate turned to 0 kilobits per second. Now it's actually working again. I don't know if the stream got cut off. If it did, then this stream is actually going to be 2 episodes, apparently, or 2 parts, and I really don't like that. But anyway, here we go. Let's do it again.
The morning after my little concert in the park, the Burley brothers were in for a rough awakening as gunshots right next to us had us flee the campsite in panic.
Jesus. Oh, you didn't notice anything?
I couldn't see Rory anywhere. We'd
That's
both gone
strange.
down on the opposite sides of the hill.
Hey, Elder, are you here, by the way?
Chicken Wing, you there?
I'm trying to reach him by radio. Like, I have no choice. I have to go back up the mountain and see what happened to my brother. He's my brother. I mean, not really, but he's in the game. He's my brother, and I have no choice, so I have to go up and see what happened. What do you mean, no? Is back to normal now? Good. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Eventually, as no one came after me, I decided to edge myself back up.
And then I hear people.
Do you remember the collective?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, that's Rory's voice.
Warlock.
No, sir. I mean, didn't
Oh.
he die? I thought he died.
At first the screen was all black except you. Yeah, I did pause it on the black, so it could have been that, but it should have somehow disconnected a little bit at least, because the status square turned red and said for like 5 seconds that nothing was being transmitted. So I don't know. Just glad that you're still with me.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, by the way, now you're gonna get to meet Lucas. At first, he's not gonna make that much of a fuss. He's not gonna say that much. But when we start talking to him properly, you'll see what an odd character he is. After when you talked on the video. Okay, I gotcha. Just let me know if it happens again. Hello?
Oh,
Jesus.
Brother.
You scared the fuck out of me.
they scared the fuck out of me.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Okay, Gilly dude is that's Lucas.
Oh, you're Lucas.
He's-
Okay.
He's the one who lives in the tower there, apparently.
Okay.
And hat with the cool goggles. Wait, don't say it. Don't fucking say it. It was a common name. Fuck, what was it? Just go ahead. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Bob.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Name's Nick.
Okay.
Nick. Fuck.
Cool. Well, nice to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
So these guys, Nick is gonna actually fill us in on the new threat on the island.
We were just telling your brother here to be mindful of the monsters that are running around these days.
As I allowed my heart rate to go down to acceptable levels once again, Nick told us about a new threat which had emerged onto Deer Isle. Apparently, these lands were not solely home to Kuru-infected zombies anymore, but now a larger danger had been revealed as well. Warlock, the old leader of the cult-like collective group of survivors, had supposedly been experimenting on humans and, whether intentionally or otherwise, had let loose a new breed of freaks on the islands. Mutant, semi-intelligent beings with a hunger for flesh. They were allegedly smarter than the zombies.
Yes, that is actually what they look like. When you meet them during like a black night, their eyes glow. They're actually super scary. And they are also extremely deadly. One swipe with their claws and you're dead. You know.
And could even talk. But they were also much more dangerous, capable of supernatural feats of strength such as leaping a house in a single bound and eviscerating a man with one swipe of their claw-like appendages. Nick did, however, go on to share advice on how to deal with these new generation freaks.
And the mystery of the mutants would actually get more interesting as we go into the 20s of the episodes, you know.
All of this like to eat it, they do.
Don't eat it.
Because there's a whole backstory of the mutants and actually some of. Okay, let me just lay it down for you, pretty like bluntly. The mutants were all played by admins, and they were part of the overall background story of the island, of Deer Isle. There was, like I said, Warlock was the leader of the collective, and the collective was sort of like a techno cult, which Warlock was in charge of, and they believed in advancing humanity through genetic manipulation. And now Warlock had sort of created his masterpiece in these mutants. And we don't know what they want. Only a few people have ever met them. A few people have were used in Warlock's experiments. You know, with the produce the mutants. So there's a whole new threat going on now that we have never like heard about, or you know, this is something new. So hence the title of the episode, A New Threat. But yeah, so now they're talking about how we can't actually kill the mutants. I mean, we can, or we could, but it would take like a whole warehouse worth of ammunition to bring down one. They were extremely difficult to kill. So now they're talking about ways to appease the mutants instead with steaks, meat.
Just hold on to it. They said to drop it off their feet and back away with your head down.
Alright.
Yep. Go down like you would kneel, like if you were kneeling to a king.
Okay. Look at this.
You can choose to fight it, but we don't know how much rounds these things take. It took a frag grenade last time it was here, so.
Okay. Does this monster have a name?
Well, it used to be a man named Sir Loxley, one of them.
Right. I'm still under the impression here that it's only one mutant, but boy, would I know better later on.
Oh, okay.
Warlock mutated one of them.
That is interesting, though. I thought Warlock was, like, gone.
By the way, Warlock would more and more become like the big bad, the main evil character. Warlock was played by one of the moderators, the admins. Yeah, admins. He was probably an admin, I think, as well. And he was heavily involved in the backstory of the entire server.
Yeah, that's what I
came
that's
back.
what I said.
He was working on those things, apparently. Now there's two of them. There was only just one, now there's two.
Ooh, by the way, remember how I said that
Working on those things, apparently. Now there's two.
the blue flag of Bastion was just a placeholder flag. Here you can clearly see them getting their new flag. That's the blue and white flag with the rook. That's the Bastion flag, the proper Bastion flag. So from now on, they have their blue and white armbands.
There was only just one, now there's two.
Jesus.
Interesting. Terrifying, actually.
When we went down to the bunker, there were 17 of us, and 6 people died.
Okay, this is some scary news.
Yeah. Also, there's more of them down in the bunker, too, so I suggest don't go in there.
The bunker was, or is still, is a very, it's probably the most protected place on the entire map. It's like the deepest, the most high tier loot you can get is found there. The bunker is like really, if you go there, you need to be really well armed and all that.
Huh. These ones are different. They don't like light. Also, if you do have to fight them, they do not like light. So flashlights, flares, chem lights, lanterns, anything like that, I would definitely pop that, and then I would back yourself into a corner. And you better have something that can shoot quite. If you get something that shoots fast or something that hits hard, that's your best option. Yeah, right. It's pretty easy to see them. They mainly hunt at night, so
okay.
Make sure you stay indoors at night.
And their fucking glowing red eyes. Ugh.
Don't be out free camping.
Suggestion to you. Pack a flare gun in your pockets, you should. Or glow sticks. Or torches.
Okay.
Like light, it does not.
We didn't say anything so as to not come across as rude, but we could both tell that this Lucas was a very special individual. He talked in a backwards manner and kept referring to himself in third person. Rory and I exchanged looks, but said nothing.
So, Lucas, are you the same Lucas that is like living in the old castle where the Stag Republic used to be? I heard from a Bastion guy that you were gonna create your like own little group.
Have a group. Lucas does, yes. Give Lucas one.
Take those, boys.
Glow sticks. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, the new sunrise movement or something like that.
It used to be sunset.
Oh, okay.
New sunset order.
Yeah, right. Okay. The new sunset order. We never had any interaction with those guys. We never saw them. The only thing we saw of them were the armbands here on Lucas and the flag waving on this tower. By the way, after the storm, the map would get remodeled. This entire area up here on the top of the mountain here would be completely remodeled. There would be no more tower. There would be no more like cabins or anything like that. There would be. You'll actually see it when we get there at a later date. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, so New Sunset Order, those were people we never really interacted with, except for Lucas here. And now the fun starts. So are you like a settlement down there? Or is it a group?
Is Lucas's run the castle as neutral place like Duskar Lucas does.
Ah, okay.
After a while, however, Rory, true to his nature, just couldn't help himself.
Why does he talk like that?
Don't be rude. Why does he talk like that?
I'm curious.
Just accept it.
I'm sorry.
He's It's not that he's slow. He's very smart. It's
No,
not
no, I didn't think that. I
we
didn't. I didn't.
think
I
it's-
did. No, I did not
he's-
imply that.
He's
No.
special.
I'm just-
Special.
He's
Burlap
a
sack.
special person.
Burlap sack. Burlap sack.
And this is something interesting because whenever Lucas heard that he was special, it triggered something in him, and he just had to go fetch a burlap sack. And well, let's watch.
Burlap sack. Wear burlap sack. Need to be special. Lucas does. Burlap sack.
Lucas,
Wear
don't have-
burlap sack.
No, it's a metaphor.
Yeah. Is it wrong of me to like imply or like sort of assume that you might have your hands full with that one?
It'd be very nice to assume that. Yeah. That's my life.
I
I've known
guess.
him for a long time.
All right.
Burlap sack. Wear burlap sack. Wear burlap sack. Wear burlap sack. Burlap sack. Burlap sack. Special. Special. Lucas.
That's
Well, yes, Lucas, you're very special. Very.
Special. Special. Lucas is.
Yes.
Lucas. Take off. The,
I like that actually Rory or Medi cracked up there. I love that I got that on camera.
take it off. No. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving.
Special. Lucas is.
Yes. We quite. All right.
People ask why I do whiskey.
I
And,
like you, guy. You're funny.
Take cigarettes.
I wouldn't question you about that though.
Where building your home.
We build it down on Starter Island, like where Oceanville is. Pretty much.
Near ocean.
In the vicinity of Camp Bear, you could say.
Pick up those.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys don't need to pay back or anything like that.
However, I feel like I want to. So here, have a gazebo.
Just have a gazebo. There we go. Honestly, I gave him that just because I didn't have any room in my backpack, and I didn't really have any plans for the gazebo. It was kind of useless. You couldn't really store anything in it, so I just felt like giving it to them.
Ah, nice. Good man. Sell it to other people.
I mean, I don't have space for it. I mean, Rory, do you have space for that?
I do not have space for
No, me neither.
Alright, I guess I'll take it.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
It's not like we already have one, but
I know. I assume that much.
4 or
Yeah.
5, I think.
Well, you'll
Yeah,
be doing
if
us a
you guys
favor.
ever need anything, you're always welcome to come down. Same thing with trading. We have trading districts down there.
Yeah, I was around Duskar like a couple of days ago when I think some people were trying to attack you, and we had to leave. Like all traders had to leave because you didn't want us to end up in the crossfire, basically.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's our
Oh,
kind
thank
of
you.
evacuation process.
Thank you, Lucas.
I didn't even notice that my jacket was damaged.
You guys are good on ammo.
Oh, Jesus! Fucking hell! Thank you for the follow, Buckwild Grizzly Dipper. Hello, welcome to the channel.
So you got a rifle there. Real good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good on shotgun ammo, but normally I use 5.56. But just for a little scavenging run, I'm not going to take out my best shit if I'm going to get held up on the road by the fucking Black Company. Or something.
we're actually we're gonna pay a visit to Bastion one of these days, so we'll probably do like a southern foray, like an excursion down towards Stonington and whatnot. So You might as well expect this.
Cool.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Ha-
you guys there again.
Oh, company.
When go see.
Howdy.
God damn it, fuck you, Gareth. Ow, you hit
Jesus.
me,
Sorry.
dickhead.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit Luca.
Oh yeah, because that's all right.
I do it all the time.
I gotcha. And he doesn't have shoes. This kind of touches on an issue that I had, because the fact of the matter was that survivalists had removed the danger of being barefoot. You know, when you were usually in day C, if you don't have shoes on, you'll start bleeding after, like, inevitably, if you run around in the wild. Um, Survival, they had removed that. So I think it was because they had also removed cars on that server. There were no cars or anything. A lot of people constantly brought that up. Why are there no cars? Well, the server wasn't stable enough for cars, for vehicles. Instead, they boosted it, so they boosted pedestrian abilities that you didn't bleed from your feet, and you also had unlimited stamina. Now, there's a problem. There are two problems with this. First of all, I hate unlimited stamina. As convenient as it is, unlimited stamina makes it really unrealistic. And for a roleplay server, you want to be realistic. You know what I mean? And secondly, because they removed the whole bleeding aspect from people who were barefoot, you started seeing people around campfires doing campfire RP with no fucking shoes on, because every single person always wanted to go without shoes because you didn't make noises when you were barefoot if you crouched. So everybody wanted to use that advantage. And that also, again, made it very, like, unrealistic. So I think I brought it up a couple of times in their feedback channel. I think they just brushed it over. But yeah, I had an issue with that. But yeah, it's just something I wanted to note now that I saw him without shoes, because I'm willing to bet that that guy was one of those people who just, snuck around everywhere barefoot just so nobody would hear him. But in real life, who would do that in a post-apocalyptic, like, walk around barefoot? No, you know.
They don't wear shoes.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
lifestyle
Most of the time,
decision.
we both don't. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys need?
Nah, we're pretty good.
I think
We're on
we're
our
good,
way out. So, but thank you very much.
Alrighty. Yeah, man. Be safe, you guys.
Yeah, we'll do our
Don't be a
best.
stranger.
Nah, we won't. Take care.
Yeah, I mean, take care of
Yeah,
yourself, Nate.
see you guys.
See you, Lucas.
Bye, bye, Lucas.
Fucking Lucas.
Well,
What an interesting group of guys.
yeah, I'll say. They scared the shit out of me though. Like, they blasted in the air, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like,
Wait, so did you hear the gun? Wait, okay, so they shot twice, and it scared the shit out of me, and I jump scared, and I went up and I started talking to them
oh, okay.
because they were running right beside me. Now I worried because I overheard them talking, and I thought the growling was one of them playing. But what if it wasn't them playing, and what if it was one of those fucking mutant people that was talking about meat and the hunt and all that shit? Like, 'cause that's what they were saying. They were like, oh, this motherfucker sound like Gollum up in there, and he's all like, get it, meat. I can't do it. But, like, it was fucking creepy. They when I went up afterwards, they're like, oh yeah, we had some monsters here, and here, if you ever run into one, and you put the meat on.
Apparently, Rory had overheard more than he had let on.
Are you saying you heard the growls from inside?
Yes. No, growls from somewhere, because I was hiding in the tree the entire time. When I woke up, I was by the tent, and I ran out to the tree, and I heard voices and talking, and then growls and the gunshots. and I didn't know what was happening. And then I came up like, oh yeah, I know we chased the monsters away. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I thought they were fucking with me, like playing around.
But they said that they chased the monsters away, did they?
Yeah, something like that. But, you know,
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't really specific about it. That's why I kind of thought they were fucking around.
I gotcha. I mean,
But I definitely heard growling.
Yeah, so if
growling
This is interesting because the entire time when we were up there on that mountaintop, I didn't hear any growling. So if Rory actually heard that, then that is just another mystery. You know, why would Duskar hide away a mutant up there? How would they be able to hide away a mutant up there? Because the mutants were played by admins, and they answered to none but Warlock and the Collective. So, did they manage to capture one? Or, you know, all of these questions were going through my mind as I heard him say this.
If there were mutants there, it's so weird as well. Mutants and like infected, they're two separate things now?
Hey, Gorzy. Welcome to the show.
I don't know what to make of all this, honestly.
This is very, very strange. I mean,
if I had run up in the middle of that, I don't know. Maybe I would have gotten a view of what the fuck they're talking about. But the way they described it as being white and very noticeable and with huge hands, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Sounds like fucking, I don't know, like a sickly Slender Man, something like that.
Yeah. As fucking creepy as that sounds, though, I gotta admit I'm a little curious.
Yeah, me too. And I always said, like, I always felt like I wanted to get to the bottom of this whole deal. You know what I mean?
You want to go to the bunker?
Yeah, at some point I want to do that. First, though, I feel like we need to visit Bastion and all that. I still want to...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but at some point, absolutely, I want to go to the bunker. Yeah, there it is. There's the base. You see the flag? That is the flag of New Moon.
Yeah.
I met their guys at Duskar.
Before we wrapped up the day by heading home, I wanted to show Rory the base of New Moon, the group that previously had owned the fire station in Oceanville. I had discovered it recently by sheer coincidence as I had been exploring Duskar Island.
Hello, anybody home?
What's going on here? Roleplay review. Yes, basically director's cut kind of thing. Yes, we are. I'm pretty much rebroadcasting my old series, Blood Ties, from back in the day. I'm doing sort of a director's commentary. So I have the original episodes on my YouTube, but I also want to like give my take on it, if you will. So like whenever we encounter something that I always wanted to bring up, then I will actually pause the video and talk about it. So that's pretty much what we're doing here.
No, it looks like they're either asleep or out on excursions.
Yeah.
Alright, we can head back now.
But Rory needs to take a piss first.
Hold on, I gotta take a piss. Oh, I gotta go. Oh.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna go right here. Don't look.
Rory was not the boss of me.
Like, I'll look as much as I want to. It's the equivalent of doing this when somebody, like, says, don't look, you know?
Alright. You get a good look?
Yeah, I mean, it's shrunk since I last saw it.
Get your ass back.
Yeah, and we're brothers, okay? It's not a relationship thing. We're brothers. Actually, we're not IRL brothers, but we're role playing as brothers. Oh boy, you need to do something about that.
Still bigger than yours.
No, it isn't. Rory, you better stay away from frozen climate. You know, them chills. All right, so now he's gonna trick me. He's gonna try to trick me and like fool me. He's gonna say like something is on the ground so that I come over there and start looking around, and he's gonna try to tie me up. Watch this. Ooh.
Man, I'm gonna circumcise a little off.
Ooh. I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
In a futile attempt to get one up on me, Rory tried his best to be clever.
Stop. Someone dropped the gun.
What? Someone dropped the gun. Oh.
I'm here. Someone dropped the gun right there. Punk ass bitch. Motherfucker. No.
You're failing at everything, Rory. You're failing at everything.
Alright, I'll let you live. This one time.
Oh, you'll let me live, will you?
Though I messed around with him, I loved my brother a lot. Throughout this entire ordeal, it felt like he was the only close relation I had left. Dex was blood, sure, but being part of Jimmy Jack's side of the family, he had been estranged from the get-go. We were also part of different generations, and I had more or less almost given up on the prospect of ever finding the rest of my siblings or parents. Rory was the only thing that kept me sane. I wasn't sure what I would have been doing by now if I hadn't found him way back when.
It might be fun. You didn't have enough time to get used to work and all that other shit.
Yeah, well, we touched on this subject a way back, remember? But
Okay. Yeah.
now we have to worry about being eaten alive. That's, I mean, it's a kind of sucky trade-off, in my opinion. Yeah, he kept talking about, you know what? We have all this freedom now. Society has fallen. All that. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, well, Rory, you're kind of forgetting the Walking Dead that walks around and try to eat us. You know. All right.
What's the thing you miss the least about the old world?
Oh, early mornings, jobs, and, you know, just all the responsibility. No, not responsibility, but all the obligations. Yeah.
Okay.
In one way, I think that's why I wouldn't really fit in one of these really organized, established groups. I would not really be up for doing what everybody else tells me to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What about you, man?
Traffic.
Traffic. Yeah. Who would have thought that, you know, that EMP would like destroy all cars over the Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the same time. That's yeah. This is kind of like an inside joke because the server owners, like I said before, they talked about it a lot that there were no cars on the server at all. So I kept bringing it up as sort of like a joke that, oh yeah, when the apocalypse happened and the zombies started walking around and society fell, who knew that at the very same time terrorists would, you know, set off an EMP which would affect all, you know, like vehicles on a global scale, you know. It was a little bit like, you know, had to play around with that a little bit. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, I guess it would work within the lore, kinda, but it was still like hilarious to actually think about it. Like, okay, yeah, just
astounding. Once we were across the bay and back on starter, we heard gunshots coming from the entry gates of Camp Bear. We rushed over to see if anyone needed help.
Hello? Yeah, someone's in
You okay
there.
in there?
Oh shit, I think he's dead.
Oh, no, we can save him. We can save him. Shoot this fucking zombie.
I'm pretty certain that if they would have rushed him, the door would have been open. I mean, okay, I guess I have been part of it before when zombies have actually managed to run inside and then you close the door just a little bit too late. That's true. Once again, the military zombies are crazy strong. So especially when nighttime comes around, and I think the sun is actually in the process of setting here. And I'm using the M417 with 308 caliber, and it takes like several of them to down a zombie. It's just it's kind of ridiculous in a way, but I also do appreciate the effort made by the admins that they they wanted to, for as far as I understood it, the admins wanted people to not be able to run around at night as much. I mean, just the fact that you had to run around with lights or NVGs or anything like that. That's in and of itself a danger from other players, at least with lights, because other players might know where you are and can ambush you or something like that. But also, from the zombie perspective, the zombies actually made it so that players had to seek shelter during the night. You did not want to run around at night. Even the civilian zombies in, towns and cities, they were beefed up and boosted during night. During the day, they just shambled around very slowly. But during the nights, they ran like crazy, and it took a bazillion shots to bring them down. So it was hard, but it was fair at the same time because you knew once the night fell, you better seek shelter. And that's kind of how it should be, in a post-apocalyptic fictional setting, if you will. Fuck. Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Thanks for shooting the zombies.
Yeah, we're trying to do the same here. I actually thought he said I was shooting the zombies, but I think he said who is shooting the zombies. That's why I answered we're trying to do the same. just confusion.
I ran out of ammo. I thought
He sounds like he's a little bit, puffing the magic dragon, if you will. You know what I mean? I run out of ammo, and yeah, like. There you go.
You okay in there?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Very
Ran
nice.
in here before they all got to me.
Yeah, he sounds like he's like super stoned. What's your name, man?
My name's Mason. How about y'all?
Mason, alright. We're the Burley brothers. I'm Robin, and that's my brother Rory.
Sup?
Well, nice to meet you.
Sup? No worries. You're new to the island?
Yep.
Yeah, fairly new.
Alright. Cool.
Well, here's some friendly advice. You don't want to be doing that here in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes when that sun goes down.
Yeah.
What is that?
These motherfuckers go crazy.
At nighttime, they're pretty much invincible, almost.
Wow.
What we just did would have cost a lot more. Would have taken a lot more effort. They'll appear faster than you can kill.
It's good to know. Thank you.
he's like, that's good to know. Thank you. I'm totally 100% convinced he's like stoned out of his gourd.
You with the group or anything?
No, I'm all by myself.
All by myself. That laugh. You can't convince me that he's not stoned. Alright. Well, should we educate the boy about where to go and where to not go?
Anything? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, if you want to find some friendly people, you do best to go north. Pretty much, like, the sanctuary is a very good settlement for safety and security. People differ on that, but yeah, we'll get to that. And just like Duskar, those two are the main, like, good-natured settlements around. In retrospect, I actually kind of felt a little bit guilty later down the line that we sent so many people to Sanctuary. They were still a decent enough settlement to join, but after what we heard from both Eve and what's his name later on, I don't remember what his name was. But yeah, a lot of people would attest to the fact that Sanctuary had become a very segregated society. No, not segregated, but a class divided society. That the mayor and his closest, closest people, they were sort of like the inner circle. Everybody else, they might not like really care about all that much. They were given, a house and armbands, and yeah, you're part of Sanctuary now. But if there were any grievances, from what I was told, at least, by this is not me, saying it. It's what I've heard from people who lived there, was that they didn't really care all that much about protecting all their citizens. You know what I mean? They cared about that little group of people that were at the top of the food chain in that society. But for all intents and purposes, though, they did execute Rascal, and that was a big one. That was they did the whole Deer Isle a favor when they did that. But they also happened to end up on the wrong on the bad side with the arbiters, and that's okay. I'm not gonna jump the gun here. Well, you'll see what happens later on. Down here south, it's a little bit more. I hate to use the words of the fucking Pathfinders, but it's more of a dog eat dog word here. World. But our family is pretty. We're pretty friendly. We have two factions on this island alone. New Haven, though they haven't been seen much lately. The Republic of Eden, however, you might want to check them out. They're a settlement at Smallville, if you check your map. Mind you, we, the Burley family, we still had yet to contact the Republic of Eden for the first time. So I was like, in retrospect, I'm a little bit like, can I really send him there? I mean, I don't really know those guys. I've heard decent things about them, but they didn't really make that much of a name for themselves. So I don't know. I mean, it's always a suggestion, They have like a bunch of patriotic flags and whatnot.
They also have a donations refrigerator for food.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh, that's true.
Nice, alright.
And we would recommend you to stay away from Purgatory in Old Town. And also Cushville. Stay the fuck away from Cushville. That's a bad place.
Yeah, I've heard about Cushville.
Yeah. Of course you've heard about Cushville. Sorry, I had to do it. There's some really bad people there. And there's a new threat we actually just got news about. There's apparently mutants running around and not infected as such.
This reminds me. Also, they told me to watch out. Those guys at Duscar. They told me to watch out for guys calling themselves the Red Cross. They are full-on bandits, and the proud Pathfinder tradition kind of bandits.
Wait, are they also part of the old Pathfinder gang?
No. I just meant like they're bandits in the Pathfinder tradition. Just
okay,
bad
okay.
guys.
All right, take care, Elder. Nice of you to drop in, man. Take care.
All right, I got you. Yeah, you need anything? Like food, or?
I've got some peaches and spaghetti, so I guess I'm good on food.
Okay. Peaches and spaghetti. Sounds delicious. Maybe not.
You need some rags?
I mean, together. You don't necessarily want to mix those two together, you know?
Yeah, I could use some rags. I've got 2.
Hold on, I got you. Here you go. No worries, man. All right.
Hammer, if you all want that. I don't have a need for it.
We're pretty good on hammers, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, hammers and axes.
Here's something else to keep in mind. Here, you're gonna find people asking for nails a lot. It's the currency.
Yeah, it's become the currency of the new world, pretty much.
Gotcha.
I'd hate to break up our little powwow here, but we gotta get moving.
Yeah, we need.
Down and
yeah,
we got
I
stuff
agree.
to do.
All right, you good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, take care. And if the sun
jump, jump, jump. Everybody just does that. I don't know. It felt like that was like a little bit of a action of confirmation. Like, oh, okay, yep, let's jump.
is going down, you do not want to go further into the military camp. Just saying.
Okay, so I should head up north.
You should.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. In general, I was just thinking the military camp is actually north here, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can swim across the water, but if you're hungry in any way or thirsty in any way, you will not survive the trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably safer and easier for someone that's alone like you to just follow the coast.
Alright.
Most likely.
I'll do just that then.
Alright. Well, good luck, my man.
I'll do this chat.
You too.
Take care, Mason.
Too.
Alright, let's hit the road.
Okay.
Well, sleep tight, man.
Yeah, man, it's been an eventful day.
It is. It has, definitely.
Alright, well, good night.
Are we kneeling to each other now?
Maybe.
Alright. Well, sleep tight, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Good night, bro.
Night-night.
All right. That is pretty much episode 18, a new threat. I'm thinking about when I should do the next one. All right, there we go. Okay, so thing is, I'm wondering if I should make one day a week just dedicated to roleplay review. And I can like do every episode like during that time. Right now I don't know exactly, like I don't have any set times for it. Usually we do Super Nintendo Summer now, as you can see from this little icon over here. It's denoting that we're in the summer era, and for the, what is it, 5th year in a row now, we're doing Super Nintendo Summer. Or is it 6th? No, 5th. And that's when we play back-to-back Super Nintendo games. except for Mondays when we do Archive 64 and Nintendo 64 games. But I'm thinking about maybe dedicating one day to roleplay review until we're done with the whole show. Remember, it's 34 episodes, and we're at episode 18 right now, or we just got done with episode 18. So yeah, next episode is gonna be episode 19, Bastion. It's when we finally find Bastion, and we finally get to talk to Harold, who's the leader of Bastion. Finally, we get to hear. It's a very massive exposition episode because there's a lot of background discussions, discussions about the background, the lore of the server, and what's been going on. Pretty much every time we meet Harold, he always fills us in, which was always good with Harold. I like that. But he could also be a little bit like your grandpa, getting lost in the stories. Eventually, you'd just be there like, okay, like, shut up, you know? But he was a good guy. He was a really nice guy. Thank you for tonight. No worries, Sasurita. Take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow when we continue the stream. Oh. Who wants... yes, so that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have had a good time. We will not continue, if I didn't say that before, we tried out Last Action Hero for Super Nintendo earlier today. That game does not seem possible to progress in. I could not beat the first level. And I am aware, and I admit, I checked the YouTube. I checked YouTube videos on Last Action Hero, and they seem to be, you know, flying around and doing the thing and beating everybody, but I just can't do that. So we are skipping Last Action Hero, and we're moving to Donkey Kong Country 3. You're going out tomorrow, really? Oh, do you work tomorrow? So we'll see when we do. We might start Donkey Kong Country 3 tomorrow. It's quite possible because that one is the next one in line. Guys, if you want to, you can always check out the list where you can check the progression of the retro games, which is reachable through that link. And also, if you want to, you can always check out the Discord for this channel, my Discord, which is reachable through that link, which is always where you'll get the latest news and updates regarding the channel. No work. Oh. Okay, so you're not working. Thought you worked like every weekend, but okay. Girl night out. Oh, really? Where are you going? Are you going to Handen or Fisken or anything like that? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I want you to remember to stay safe, and hopefully we'll see each other tomorrow again. And remember to mind social distance and always keep the retro legacy alive. This is EagleBite83 wishing you the best. Take care, good night, and goodbye.